It's so nice to be back working with you, working out with you. We did our last Pilates class way back in March, so it's been a while, for me at least. I hope everyone's doing well. It's so nice to be back together with you in this space. If you are brand new joining us today, then welcome to our group. We are going to do today's class nice and slow, just so that we can reawaken our body, reawaken all the muscles in our body. And Tony says hi. Hi, Tony. So basically, we're going to get started with the very first basic principle, which is breathing. And as you focus on your breath, I'm going to talk you through a little bit about what we'll be doing today in class, what type of equipment we'll be needing. So for now, just come into your breath, have a seat on your block, or maybe have a seat on your mat. So the block is optional. If you don't have a block, you can always grab a cushion. If you feel like you don't need anything to sit up on, you're not very tight, then just sit on the floor. If you feel sitting is not the best option for you, you can always lie down. We're going to start with our deep, full inhales through the nose. And as you exhale, exhale through pursed lips, like you're breathing out through a straw. We'll do a couple more here. Every time you breathe, just remind yourself to let go of any tension that came in with you, like always. We want to be nice and tension. Mind in your body. So as you breathe, just let anything that's on your mind, anything that's been bugging you. This is your 45 minutes just to focus on you. So again, take a big inhale into your side ribs. And as you exhale, breathe out through pursed lips. Just a couple more here with your eyes open or closed, whatever helps you find relaxation. Take a big wide inhale here. And as you exhale, breathe out through pursed lips, breathe out through that straw. Two more. Big wide inhale. And as you exhale, breathe out through the straw. And one more. Big full inhale. And as you exhale, exhale through that straw. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to start waking up our core a little bit. We'll start with some key. So these are pelvic floor exercises. They're going to help you gain a better, stronger core. So we'll start with our pelvic lifts. So imagine scooping up and away from the mat and then releasing back down. So the way that if you are brand new to Pilates, sometimes the pelvic engagement is a little bit hard to grasp. So just imagine the way you're sitting right now. The 4 points that you're sitting up on is your pubic bone, tailbone, two sits bones. What you're trying to do is lift those 4 points slightly away from the mat and then release them back down. So almost like you're pulling up, like you're lifting a little bit lighter on your mat and then releasing your pelvic floor back down. So those 4 points come back closer to the floor. Again, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, pull up and away from the. So you can feel the engagement a little bit, things waking up in your pelvis, and then slowly release back down. We'll do 2 more. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, pull up on your pelvic floor and then release back down. This is our last one. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, pelvic floor comes up. Hold it and then release it back down. I don't want you to get too caught up with your breath. So if you're inhaling instead of exhaling or exhaling instead of inhaling, that's not a big deal. It actually doesn't really matter how you breathe as long as you're breathing. The way I cue the classes, I give you a beginner breath. So basically whenever there's effort, whenever there's work, you will use an exhale so that you can wake up your abdominals. And then as you're ready to release and relax, that's your inhale. So back to our pelvic floor engagement, back to our Kegels. We're going to combine the lift of the pelvic floor along with our transverse abdominis. So now we're going to start waking up our core, putting on a tight belt. We're not only sucking in our belly at the front, but we'll be pulling tight into the belt all around. So we're going to start with our big breath in to prepare. And as you exhale, pelvic floor, the group of muscles pulling up from the mat. Once they're lifted and engaged, hug your belly. Keep it tight. Breathe. Breathe into your side ribs. And as you exhale, release your belt. Release your pelvic floor back down. Again, big inhale. And as you exhale, pelvic floor pulling up. Belly coming on nice and tight into your belt. Breathe. And exhale, release both. So the belt comes off, the pelvic floor comes down. Again, notice if your legs or glutes are gripping, no need to hold any tension there. So relax, take a big inhale here. You exhale, pelvic floor up, pulling and lifting, and then your belly tight. Hold in that belt, take a big inhale into your sides, and exhale, release your belt, release your pelvic floor. Last two, big inhale here. And as you exhale, lifted, belly tight and engaged, hold and breathe. And then exhale, release back down. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna start moving through the spine a little bit. So for this, if you are seated on top of a block, you will take the block away and bring your feet forward in front of you. So now you are sitting right on top of your seat. And from here, take your arms forward unless your low back is tight. If your low back is tight and you need a little bit of assistance, then you're gonna use your hands and walk yourself down toward the floor. If your belly is engaged and your abs are on and your low back isn't bothering you, then keep your arms in front of you and just roll down all the way toward the floor. So notice I'm not hinging with a straight spine. I'm rolling away from my legs. So first I tip my pelvis and I roll piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down. I take my time. Once I'm down on my mat, I release my arms. I drop my head so that I'm not engaging through my neck. And I'm just looking up toward the ceiling. I'll bring my feet a little closer toward my seat. Legs are parallel, hip distance apart. Belly is tight, pelvic floor is lifted. So my core is engaged, my core is on. I'll start, because chances are we're a little tight through our low back, especially if we haven't been moving our bodies. So we're gonna go nice and slow without forcing anything, any parts of your body to do something they're not ready for. You're gonna go nice and slow. Start with your big wide inhale into your side ribs. And as you exhale, tip your pelvis. So first you're peeling away from the floor with your pelvis, then your low back, then your mid back, and you're coming up into a bridge, long diagonal line from shoulders to knees. Take a big wide inhale here. And as you exhale, melt down piece by piece. So first it's the space between your shoulder blades that comes down first. Then keep on going down until you come to your low back. And then release your pelvis at the very, very end. Untuck it so you have a little bit of space behind your low back. This is your neutral space. We'll take a big inhale. And as you exhale, peel away. So first initiate with your hips. Roll them away from the mat. Then your low back, mid back, all the way up. Once you make it up to the top, keep that long diagonal line. Wake up your glutes just a tiny bit, engage them. Try not to drop your bum down, so stay in that long diagonal line. Take a wide inhale into your side ribs. And as you exhale, melt down piece by piece. So it's your mid back first, followed by your low back, and then untuck your pelvis at the end so that you're neutral, your hips are square. You have that space behind your low back. We'll do 3 more. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, peel away. Pelvis, low back, mid back, all the way up onto your shoulder blades, looking straight up toward the ceiling. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, roll down piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra, nice and slow. Untuck your pelvis at the very, very end. And 1 more. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, roll away from the mat. Stay at the top. Take a big wide inhale. And as you exhale, come down just as slowly, maybe even slower. Maybe now you can isolate individual vertebrae away from one another because you've loosened up through your spine just a little bit more. At the very end, untuck your seat. Lift both legs up to tabletop. So again, if your low back is really tight or if you have pain in your back, always keep your feet down on the floor. If your low back is feeling strong today, lift one leg up, hug your belly, the other leg up. And now if you have your block or cushion, just place it in between your inner thighs. That way you get to squeeze with your inner thighs and continue to keep your belly awake. So from here, we are going to do some protraction retraction. So still warming up our body, now warming up the areas in between our shoulder blades. Imagine you're holding a ball and the ball doesn't become bigger or smaller as you continue with the movement. So just think of a medium ball here that you're holding, reaching up to the ceiling. With your inhale, you're gonna take it up as you glide your shoulder blades away from the spine. Exhale, retract, glide your shoulder blades closer toward the spine. So notice I'm not hiking up through my shoulders. My shoulders are away from my neck. This has nothing to do with the shoulders. It's all about your shoulder blades. So these two guys that are sitting on either side of your spine, as I reach my hands forward, they glide apart. As I retract, they glide back together. So now we're on the floor. So we have the feedback from the floor, but it's really essentially the same movement here. Holding that imaginary ball, inhale, protract, separate your shoulder blades, and exhale, retract, glide them back together. And if you're stuck, if you're a person who works on the computer, you're going to be tight in that area, and you're going to notice maybe there isn't that much mobility. So that's why we're doing this movement, so we can build mobility, build better mobility, and wake things up. Movement is what we need every day, so this is why we're doing this, to help cope with, typing, driving, especially when things get back to normal. So here again, 3 more. Inhale, protract, no tension in your shoulders, reach up, separate them even more, and exhale, retract, glide them together closer. No pinching, no pain. If there is any pain or discomfort, lessen the range of movement. Go nice and easy. Last 2. Protract, remember to breathe, and exhale, retract. 1 more. Inhale, protract, and exhale, retract. From here, relax your shoulders, keep your collarbones wide, mobilize your shoulder joint. Exhale to reach, and exhale to scissor. Collarbones wide and open, belly tight, legs are tabletop or back down. If you notice that you're gripping too much, holding too much tension, you can always float your feet back to the floor. We're focusing on the shoulder anyway here. So we'll do 4 more. Exhale, reach, and exhale, reach. Palms facing in, fingertips long, belly tight, chest is open. And last 2. Exhale, reach, and exhale, reach. Inhale, reach toward the ceiling, and exhale, bring your hands down. So we have some weights. These are optional, but we agreed that Mondays we're going to do a little bit of shoulders and arms, so we can prep our arms and shoulders by picking up our little weights. So if you have your weights or cans of soup with you, you can always pick them up. Just be careful not to drop it towards your face. So without overly gripping, but also making sure that you're holding tight, relax your shoulders. And from here, we're going to take both arms up and over. Make sure when you take your arms up and over that you don't end up arching through your spine, so that space behind your low back doesn't become any greater. You're keeping your abs tight, your pelvic floor lifted, and your hips still nice and square. So here, you're not, the other thing you're watching out for is you want to prevent any ribs from popping away from your body. So engaging your obliques, sliding your ribs closer to your hips, holding on to your belly, pick up your weight, and bring them down toward your hips. Keep your collarbone open, the back of your head heavy, belly tight, use your breath. Reach up and over, and then back down toward the hips. If you are tight, maybe as far as you can go is just by your ears. That's okay, don't force it. And then back down toward the hips. We'll do 3 more. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back toward the hips. You can reverse your breath. Inhale, reach. And exhale, back towards your hips. We'll do 1 more. Reach up and over, and then back down towards your hips. Now we're gonna switch things up a little bit. It's up to you whether you're holding on to the weights. It might be too much tension on your shoulders. If that's the case, just drop the weight. So from here, we'll reach the weights up toward the ceiling, reach them up and over, and from here, open out into a big open T. Arms by your hips, up and over again. And exhale, open wide. Big circle, belly tight. You're still preventing your ribs from popping away from your body, so keep them tight. Your belt is on, belly is engaged. Open wide. Last 2, up and over, and open wide. 2 more. Reach up, and open wide. Last 1, up and over, and open wide. From here, we reverse the movement, reach out and over, and now down. A little bit more effort, especially if you're holding on to the weights. Don't allow your low back or pelvis to move, so you're nice and tight and engaged. And open out and over, and now down towards your hips. Hug your belly. 2 more. Out and over, and then down. And last time, reach out and over your head, and then back toward the hips. All right. So now we're going to remove the block, grab onto one leg so that you can rock yourself up. And now we'll be coming down toward the floor, facing down. So for me, I will come down onto the mat. Make sure you guys are nice and comfortable. Move things out of the way because we're going to be reaching through the arms and through the legs. Find your belly, keep your pelvic floor lifted. Try not to tuck under with your tailbone or untuck to find a hyperextension. So nice and neutral with your spine. Your arms are wide, your collarbones are open. We'll start with our breaststroke prep number 1, just so that we can now find extension in our body. We'll hug your belly, pelvic floor lifted. Take a big wide inhale into your side ribs. As you exhale, lift up. So first we're lifting up through the mid back, then your upper back. Imagine you're pushing a little pebble away with your nose. Look straight on a diagonal. Take a wide inhale, no tension in shoulders or collarbones. And as you exhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Imagine your spine is becoming longer, you're becoming a little taller. You're opening up each and every space between your vertebrae. Take another big wide inhale here. And as you exhale, lift. Mid back is first, upper back and neck are last. Take a big inhale here. You're not cranking up at the neck, so you're not hyperextending. Nice and easy neck here. Take a big inhale. And exhale back down. Last 2. Full inhale. And as you exhale, it's up to you how much you rely on your hands. So if your belly is maybe not very strong, if your low back is tight, then you may want to rely on your arms a little bit more. If your core is strong today, you might even want to lift your hands over the floor and just not get any assistance from them. Just work entirely through your core. As you exhale, come back up again. Look on a diagonal. Stay. And exhale, come all the way down. So if you feel you need your arms for support for your low back, keep them where they are. If you feel you're okay to use just your core, then that's what we'll do. We'll pick up the weights as well if our shoulders are feeling up to it. So first, we are going to retract the shoulders. It means glide them together toward the spine. Palms are facing in. You're reaching through your arms, so you're not resting your hands down on the floor. And as you exhale, come into a long line. Inhale, come all the way down. Relax your shoulders forward. And exhale, come back again. The back of your neck is straight. You're looking directly down towards your mat. And then inhale, slowly lower. We're going to start because we are not using our arms, we're going to start engaging our glutes. So slightly squeeze your glutes along with your tight belt. Inhale, retract, and then come up. Beautiful. And then slowly lengthen as you lower. Relax your shoulder blades forward. So first you retract them, keep your collarbone open, and then reach through your fingertips. Reach them towards your feet, and then slowly tight belly as you lower down. We'll do 2 more. Retract, so come up, stay, and then slowly lower. Remember to breathe. 1 more. Retract, and exhale, come up. Beautiful. Remember to use your breath, and then slowly lengthen as you lower. We are going to bring the hands by our shoulders. We'll open our legs a little bit wider. And now we're going to come up a little bit more into extension. So here, without your shoulders hiking up, keep them away from your neck, belly tight. Use the floor, push away from it, and come up as high as it feels comfortable for you. If you have that tight low back, you may be here, that's fine. On your way down, lengthen through the crown of your head, point your toes. So your toes are reaching in one direction, the crown of your head is reaching in the opposite direction. Belly tight, big inhale to get ready. So come up again. Hug your core, relax your shoulders, look straight forward, and then lengthen as you lower. Nice and slow. No need to rush, no need to speed. Last 2. Take a big inhale here. You exhale, come back up. Maybe you can come up a little bit higher now that you've loosened up a little bit. Slowly, gently lengthen. Take your time. Beautiful. And one more. Take a big inhale. Exhale, come up. And then slowly lengthen as you lower. Perfect. So you're going to continue to look down. I will turn my head just so that I can look your way. We're going to activate the glutes a little bit. Pick up the legs. So imagine you have paint on your big toe. You're painting a little line on the wall behind you, and then bring it down. Shoulders away from your neck, other leg. Paint a little line with your leg fully extended, so try not to bend into the knee. Make it active, make it work, and then lengthen as you lower. We'll do 4 more. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. 3 more. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Last 2. Exhale, up. Belly is still tight, so don't forget your belt. And 1 more. Exhale, up. So if that felt like effort, if that felt like you were benefiting from this exercise, from this movement, continue 1 leg at a time. If you feel you can do more and your low back is going to allow that movement, bring both legs up, long and straight, and then gently bring them both down, belly tight. As I pick up my legs, it doesn't mean that I arch my low back even more. I keep it neutral. I keep it tight in that belt, and then I lift. Inhale as I lower. Last 4. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 3 more. Exhale, lift. Last 2. Nice and slow. Exhale, lift. Scan your body for any tension. Chances are your shoulders will want to work here. Keep them away from your neck. Last 1. Reach, and then back all the way down. We'll push back into a nice big shell. So from here, just push away and bring your seat towards your feet. Your knees can be together or your knees can be apart, whatever feels good. For your low back and hips, drop your forehead, take 3 breaths. Last 2. And 1 more. Awesome. All right. So you guys know what's next. It's our 100. It's been a while since we've done it. So why don't we sit back up on our mat. We will bring our block with us, our cushion or a block, just to have something to squeeze in between our inner thighs. And from here, roll down slowly, piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra. You can keep your feet down if your low back is tight, or lift up to tabletop if your low back isn't tight. What we're going to is that we are not lifting and peeling the pelvis off the floor, so your tailbone stays down. You have your neutral spine or maybe an imprint. So if your legs are up and you are new to Pilates, consider an imprint. So that just means instead of keeping low back, you're gently pressing your low back into the floor, and that's just going to keep things a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more safe for your low back. If you've done Pilates forever and your abs are tight and you know about neutral and about preventing any hyperextension, then work in that neutral even if your legs are up toward the tabletop. So with 100, we're going to keep our head nod in place. So why don't we just do a couple of head nods? We didn't do that today during the warm-up. So basically, head nod is tilting your head, looking toward the knees, and then bringing your head back to neutral. So you start off looking up at the ceiling, and with your head nod, your gaze changes to where the ceiling meets the wall. So looking just directly above your knees, and then back to neutral. Looking up at the ceiling, and then looking toward the space where the ceiling meets the wall, and then back to neutral. Last 2, nod, and back to neutral, and 1 more, nod, and back to neutral. The reason we need to keep our head nod in place so that when we do our abdominal work, there's as little tension in our neck as possible, because if we do end up looking up, then the head just becomes way heavier than it actually is, and it causes strain and tension in the neck. If you have chronic neck issues, if you feel like keeping your head here despite the head nod still causes you tension in the neck, then you're going to support your head with one hand as you pump away, and then halfway through you switch. Your neck still tight and heavy despite the support, then you're just going to drop your head down and then just continue with the rest of the work for the 100. So wherever you are, whether you have a tight neck or a tight back, adjust yourself. So either feet down or tabletop legs. So I'm going to start with my tabletop legs. I'll keep my collarbones open, my belly tight. I'm ready to go. Inhale, nod the chin, and exhale, curl up. Beautiful. So from here, we're just going to pump our arms 100 times, looking toward the knees, above the knees, breathing fully into the side ribs. So let's get started. Start pumping as you inhale and exhale. 10, inhale and exhale. 20, inhale and exhale. 30, belly tight and exhale. 40, in and exhale. 50 more and exhale. 60, if your neck is tight, support. 70, inhale and exhale. 80, last 20, if you were supporting, switch hands and exhale. 90, belly tight and exhale. 100, inhale, hold, come up a little higher, and exhale all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest, remove the block, and just stay and breathe. So for me, it's been a while since I did the 100. It felt good. I hope you guys missed it as much as I did. So from here, why don't we start moving the legs a little bit? We'll do some scissors just to open up through the back of the leg, introduce some movement into the hip. So here, point your toes toward the ceiling, hug your belly, and exhale, scissor your legs. So if your hamstrings are tight, you won't be able to pull that leg in too close to your face. That doesn't really matter. That's why we're here, to open up, to stretch out a little bit more. So here, exhale, switch, belly tight, and exhale, reach. Shoulders relaxed, breath is full, belly is tight. Exhale, reach. And exhale, reach. Grab behind the knee or by your ankle, and exhale, reach. Now we're going to pulse for 2. Exhale, second one a little deeper, and switch. Exhale. Last 4. Every time you pump your leg, flatten your belly tighter. 3 more. Last 2. And 1 more. Back to tabletop. Inhale, nod your chin, and exhale, curl up. Lift your legs up to the ceiling. So we'll do 1 more set here with your body lifted. If you're not happy lifted, come back down and repeat what we just did a second ago. Again, exhale, pulse, pulse, hug your belly. Last 6. 4 more. Last 2. Tabletop, grab on, lift a little higher, and come all the way down. Pull your knees into your chest. Awesome. All right, so we're going to start bending sideways. So for this one, leg, rock yourself up, and have a seat on your block. Have a seat on a small block if you're not tight, a big block, or 2 cushions if you are really tight. So here, you want to be free of any tension. Sometimes if we're tight in the back of our legs or tight in the back, we're forced to sit slouchy. So here, in the comfort of your own home, you have an option to pick all the pillows you need. If you're super, super, super tight, you can even sit up on a stool, on a chair. So I'm going to pick one of my blocks so that I'm able to move more freely. I hug my belly, I lift my pelvic floor, so my abs are ready here. With one hand beside my hip, other arm is reaching out. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, side bend. Notice any tension in your shoulders. Collarbones are still wide and open and calm. Find your side bend. So crunching this side so that this side can open up as much as possible. Take a big, big inhale here. And as you exhale, come back up, restack nice and tall without hiking up that shoulder. Other side, belly tight, inhale, lift. And as you exhale, side bend. Both hips are heavy. So that doesn't mean that the hip comes with you. The hip stays down so you can open up through your whole entire side body. Take a big breath here. And with your belly tight, restack, come back. Let's go again. Inhale, lift. And as you exhale, reach side. Hug your belly and exhale back. And again, so after a few repetitions, you should feel a little looser, a little bit more open. And that's why we try not to speed through any exercises, and we try to do at least 6, just to give your body a chance to release and open. Take a big inhale here and exhale, side bend. Beautiful. And slowly restack tall. And last time on the other side, inhale. And as you exhale, reach, watch those shoulders. Beautiful. And then back to the center, back to the beginning. All right, we are going to do some twisting next. So we flexed and extended, we moved side, and now we're gonna add a twist so that we can explore all range of motion and move in all directions possible. So from here, imagine you're holding a ball, and again, the ball doesn't cause your shoulders to rise up, so keep them relaxed away from your neck. Have your belt tight, your pelvic floor lifted. Gently holding the ball in between your arms, you will twist. Exhale to twist to one side, look toward your hands, and then back to center. So notice it's not my hands that are, or my arms that are working. They are moving to the side because of that twist. So initiate that twist from your belly button, and your hands are just gonna rotate as a result of your spine twisting. And then back to center. And again, exhale, twist. And inhale, back center. Make sure that you're not leaning forward as you twist, or sometimes what happens is that we lean back. You want to be right on top of your sits bones. So 90-degree angle at your hips. Let's do 4 more. Exhale, twist. Belly tight. Look straight forward, no tension in your neck. 3 more. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. Last 2. Exhale, twist. And 1 more. Exhale, twist. Perfect. Now we're going to pulse for 2. So second pulse a little deeper. Big inhale. Exhale, twist, twist. Inhale, center. Notice if you're gripping with your legs. Just release them. Relax them down to the floor. Other side. Twist, twist. And then back center. Last 4. Beautiful. And 3. Twisting is so good for our body. It's good for the spine, but it's also good for the organs. That's why we do a lot of twists in our classes. And we'll do 2 more. Exhale, back center, 1 more. And then back center. Perfect. As promised, we'll focus on arms today instead of legs. Legs we will focus on Wednesday. So lots of arms. So we'll pick up our weights or our soup cans. Relax your shoulders. Hug your belly, sit nice and tall. We'll start with some bicep curls. So if you have a mirror like we did in the North Shore Winter Club, it's easy for you to watch yourself and notice if anything is out of place. I just noticed I'm a little bit crooked, so I have a way of seeing myself and I can adjust. Do the same for yourself. So from here, shoulders down, belly tight, and exhale, curl. Beautiful. And then inhale, out. And exhale, curl. Awesome. And exhale, curl. And I just figured, I think the camera is a little crooked because it looks like I'm sitting crookedly, but I don't think I am. Last 4, exhale, curl. Last 3, exhale, curl. Last 2, exhale, curl. And 1 more, exhale, curl. Perfect. Now you're going to extend your arms wide and long and straight, and from here just pulse up and up. Belly tight, you're sitting taller, belly tighter, less tension in your body. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to our biceps. Exhale, curl. Inhale, out. And exhale, curl. Inhale out. Last 3. Belly is nice and tight. 2 more. Exhale, curl. And last time, exhale, curl, and reach out and hold. Drop your shoulders if they are creeping up. And from here, we're going to bring the palms down. No tension anywhere still. And now draw 10 little circles. 9, 8. The slower we go, the harder it is. So it's not a matter of getting more repetitions in. It's about moving through your body mindfully, keeping your core engaged, and finding your breath. Last 4. 2 more. Awesome. And now reverse your circles. 10 and 8. 6. 4 more. Last 2. And now flip your palms up toward the ceiling and bring your arms forward. So from here, we'll continue with our offering. We'll do a few preps. So from here, just open, nice and wide, again, without engaging your shoulders, and then back forward, belly tight, the back of your head against the imaginary wall behind you. Belly tight as you open, and then forward. Last 6, exhale, open. 5 more, exhale, open. Beautiful. And last 4, exhale, open. Drop the weight if you're feeling your shoulders becoming really tight, really tense. Last 2, exhale, open. And 1 more, exhale, open. Beautiful. So now we are going to throw in a twist and all sorts of funny things. So from here, just follow my voice. Sit nice and tall, arms in front of you, nice and extended. Take a big inhale here, open your arms. Exhale, twist to one side. Belly tight as you come back to center. Twist to the other side. Beautiful. And then bring your arms forward in front of you and pull your elbows in by your side. Exhale, reach forward again. Inhale, open, belly tight. Twist to the opposite side first. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center, and exhale, twist. Inhale, center, arms forward together, and bring them back in. And exhale, reach forward. Hug your belly, sit taller. Inhale, twist. So alternate twisting, alternate the side that you're twisting to every time. And then back forward, elbows in. And exhale, reach forward. Inhale, open, twist. Inhale, center, and exhale, twist. Inhale, center, and back forward, elbows in. 2 more, exhale, reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Back tall. And exhale, twist. Back center, forward, elbows in. And last time, exhale, reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. And exhale, twist. And inhale, forward. And now you're going to open a little bit wider. So let's do a little bit more bicep work here. So again, try not to lean to one side or the next. Keep your shoulders away from your neck, and exhale, curl. And inhale, extend. And exhale, curl. Nice and tall, belly tight, and curl. Beautiful. And exhale, curl. Last 3. Exhale, curl. Elbows lifted. No tension anywhere. Just your belly is tight. And last time, exhale, curl. Extend your arms. As you extend your arms, palms down. As you curl, palms towards you. Awesome. Extend palms down. And exhale, curl palms in towards you. Beautiful. And then palms down. Let's do 8 more. Exhale, curl. So you're feeling your biceps, but I bet you're feeling your shoulders too. And it should be a nice worked out feeling, not a painful feeling. If it is painful, discontinue or maybe lessen the range of motion. Last 4, exhale, curl. Beautiful. Last 3, exhale, curl. Last 2, exhale, curl, belly tight. And 1 more. Exhale, curl, and extend your arms forward and pulse. And pulse. And I bet now the front of your shoulder is starting to speak louder and louder. I know mine are. Last 4, exhale, pulse. 3, 2, and 1. And release the weights down and shake out your shoulders. Shake them out. roll them back and down. Beautiful. Couple more, roll them back. And last one, roll them back and down. Awesome. All right, we're gonna do some back of the arm work, our triceps, and we'll see how much time we have left for more. So for now, you are going to stay the way you are. I'm just moving into a different direction so you can see where I am in space. So here you are picking up the weights or not. So maybe your arms are tired and maybe you have an injury in your shoulder or elbow. So just pay attention to how you're feeling. If there's no pain, push yourself a little bit. If there is pain, just be very mindful. So for now, legs are parallel, my belly is tight, I'm hinging. So I'm not rounding this time, I am hinging my straight spine toward my legs. So just tiny bit. Now I pick up the weights and I bring my arms behind you. With my collarbones open nice and wide, I lift the weights, parallel arms, and then I bring them back down. I'm looking at you, so I have to twist through my neck, but I want you to look straight forward. Exhale, reach. So you're thinking of your neck. Is my neck tight because I've lifted my shoulders? Well, there's no need to ever lift your shoulders. Also, keep on looking down instead of up. By looking down, you're not hyperextending through the back of your neck. We'll do 4 more. Exhale, lift. 3 more. Exhale, lift. Belly nice and tight. 2 more. Exhale, lift. And 1 more. Exhale, lift. From here, bend into your elbow without dropping your elbow. So keep your elbow lifted, bend into your forearm, and then back out. Inhale, bend, and exhale, reach. Inhale, bend, and exhale, reach. Nice and slow. Collarbones are wide, belly is tight. Last 6. Exhale, reach. 5 more. Exhale, reach. And exhale, reach. Beautiful. Last 3. Exhale, reach. Last 2. Exhale, reach. And 1 more. Exhale, reach. From here, we are going to twist and untwist. I will drop my weights. I find that my range of motion is better without those few extra pounds in my hands. And I'm still working on getting my triceps to work here. So instead of letting my hands drop, I'm lifting them as high as possible and twisting and twisting. Picking up the pace on my twist. And exhale, twist and twist. Last 6. Belly tight. 4 more. Twist. Last 2. And 1 more. Reach and hold and stay. And then exhale. Release your arms all the way down. Beautiful. All right. So what we will do to end the class is our spine stretch forward seated. So we're going to take our time, articulate through the spine piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra. If you're still a little tight, grab a seat on your cushion or on your block. By the way, I picked these up at a dollar store. They're kneeling pads for gardening. And I find they do a really good job. You can stack them. So here you have a chance to support your head when you're side lying, or maybe stack them to sit up on them. So just a little hint in case you're thinking of buying some equipment. So for me, I'm gonna lift myself up just a little bit. My legs are parallel. My hands by my outside of my hip. I'll start with our big inhale here. And as you exhale, start with tucking your chin in, softening up your chest, pulling your belly button up and in, and walking your hands towards your feet. Allow your head to hang. No tension in your neck or shoulders. Hug your belly. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, come back up. Restack piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra, nice and tall. Once you're sitting nice and tall, do it again. Big inhale. And as you exhale, start at your neck. Then it's your upper mid back. Then it's your low back. But you'll keep your pelvis vertical. So you're not leaning with your pelvis. It's still nice and upright. You're not tucking under or untucking. So keep the pelvis the way it is. Just lean forward or round forward. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, restack. Hug your belly, piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra. You want to feel all the vertebrae moving one at a time rather than chunking. Last 2. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold. Start at your chin. Chest is next. mid back and low back. Lean and reach towards your feet. Stay and breathe. And exhale, come back up, restack piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra. Nice and tall, and last one to go. Big, tall inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold. Hug your belly, pull your belly tight. Stay over your legs. Take a big, big breath in here. And as you exhale, restack piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra. Sit nice and tall. Have an amazing rest of the day. It looks like it's sunshine, so I hope you have plans to do something fun today. If you have any questions, send them my way. It was so awesome to work out with you guys. It almost felt like we were back at the club for a second there. But anyway, it was really, really awesome to reconnect with you. Wednesday we'll work a little harder. Today was just a nice little warm-up to get things moving again. Tomorrow I am doing a yin class in the evening at 7:30, and I think it's really important for us to open up. Chances are we're tight. We've been holding a lot of tension. We've been probably sitting a little bit more than usual, so try the yin class, especially if you haven't done it before. You'll be surprised how much you can open up through your body. So see you tomorrow at 7:30 or Wednesday for Pilates at 12. And remember, we'll do legs. So again, thanks so much, guys. Awesome seeing you, and talk to you soon. Bye.